Hello. Today we will see about reversibility of diseases. Reversibility, what is it? Actually, if you are, connected with natural medicines, for example, naturopathy, Ayurveda, homeopathy, and the foods like millets and using, natural supplements, etc. Then these things help us to make our body, not resistant to diseases. In course of time, you will be able to handle the disease yourself only. You don't have to much, rush to people, to take, advice and things like that. As the time goes, for example, if you are already having good experience of homeopathy, homeopathy is, in the beginning, it is difficult to digest the real, what you call the science behind it. To understand itself, it is taking, its own time. But however, as the time goes, within 5 years, you will be able to get a good grasp of how it works, right? You have to be in touch with people, who are practicing, or you should be able to get hold of the right kind of, information through books, etc. Then you will be, and also always, the practice, using the medicines, how to use it. If you learn, then it will be even more useful for you, so that you will be able to take benefit out of it. Same thing with the Ayurveda also, right? See, if you can make use of the science behind it, little bit of, you have to put in effort. You have to experiment, whenever you have something, you have to use these medicines, because these medicines are very safe. Only thing is, if you take synthetic medicine, that is allopathy, then there is a lot of problems coming there, right? Whereas these medicines doesn't, create problems even if there is a mistake. If you take a wrong medicine also, nothing happens as such, right? So that way you will be able to get rid of your problems, especially the diseases coming every now and then. And here, reversibility, we can even have a thumb rule, or we can have a, what you call, you know, yeah, a kind of formula you can have, that is NaHMS divided by synthetic medicine usage in years. SISYN you can put in the denominator, that is synthetic medicine, that is allopathy, how many years you are using, that you have to put in the denominator, right? And all of this thing, that is NaHMS, each one, how many years you are using, you have to use it here. Suppose you are introduced to one area, for example, naturopathy and yoga. N means naturopathy, come yoga. You can take it like that, right? These go together. And A, Ayurveda, and H, homeopathy. M is use of millets in your diet. And S is the natural supplements, not synthetic, right? Laboratory produced you should not use. Natural only. From the plant stuff, the supplement should have been made, right? If you take the number of years each, if it's, for example, if you are using Ayurveda for 2 years, you can take it as figure 2 only. Introduced means one only you can use, one. For 3 years means three you can use, like that. So if you calculate this value and a number of years of synthetic medicine for anybody, an adult, suppose he is 30 years, minimum 19 years, 18, 19, 20 years, the person may be using allopathy because the parents were mostly, most of the people are in allopathy because they are dependent on parents. What they are using, they only give those medicine to their children, right? So you natural, you will get at least minimum 20, correct? Use of synthetic medicine. Denominator will be 20. So numerator can be anything. It can be, suppose each medicine, natural medicine, you have 2 years, 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. So 5 times 2, correct? So how much it will be? 5 times 2, how much? Right? 32, correct? So numerator will be 32, denominator will be 20. So likely, it will be around 1.6, correct? So this introducing itself, if it is only initially only just now all the areas are introduced, you will get 5. 1 into 1 into 1, 5 times 1 only, correct? 1. 1 into 1 into 1 is only 1. So divided by 20 means it will be point, how much? 0.02, correct? 0.5, correct? 21 by 2 is 0.5. So 0.05, correct? So that will be the value. So reversibility to occur, to handle yourself naturally, it has to be minimum 1. So your reversibility will be very less initially, the beginning. That's what it shows, correct? So if it is 1, you will be able to handle yourself. If it is higher, maybe 5, 10, etc., then your reversibility is very high. I would say that, correct? So that is how you have to approach all the natural medicine. You should have some experience in that. That will add value to yourself to keep your health, steady, right? You won't be afraid of anything. Any disease comes, you will not be much afraid of, correct? And always see that you avoid taking, unless it is an extreme case, avoid taking the synthetic medicines as far as possible, right? We should not make it a habit. Sometimes you have to use it because we have no other go, right? Suppose you have to go undergo a treatment. You have some treatment of tooth, for example, correct? That is the area, you have no choice. You have to depend on allopathy only because the doctor is habituated to allopathic medicine. Though he is not a person giving the allopathic medicine, he will recommend it because he wants to make you undergo that operation without pain. So he will prescribe, antibiotic and painkiller, etc. He will give. That's very natural, and you may refuse also, but sometimes you have to take it also. Correct? So therefore, what is needed is you every opportunity make use of this natural medicine, and that medicine, even though you don't have any problems, try to keep it. Something happens, you are likely to happen, keep those medicines with you so that you experiment when you have a problem, correct? So you will be having more and more experience as the time goes. Whatever may be your problem, doesn't matter. So use these medicines only, not go to the other one, chemicals, right? So in course of time, you will see that your confidence increases to maintain your health yourself, correct? So your reversibility slowly as the time goes, it increases. Though in the beginning for youngsters, maybe overall just 25, their reversibility may be less, but if they are smart enough, they can easily get a good ratio. They can exceed 1, right? So you can try yourself only, and don't waste the time trying to build the experience. Don't waste the time for all the things, for example, you be in touch with people who supply these medicines also. They are also a source of, getting some experience. They will guide you also sometimes because they are seeing so many people every single day, correct? And those who become all right, they know already. And they have their own way of recommending things. Take their help if possible. They are nearby. Go and meet them. Whenever you have an opportunity, they will guide you because they are not interested in making money out of you, right? They are really caring for you. Whereas you cannot say a doctor is really caring because the natural doctors are definitely going to help you because they want, you to recover. Unlike the synthetic medicine prescribers, they want you to have the disease on all the time. When you have the problem only, you will go to them. That is what their psychology says, correct? They even tell that also, openly they tell. When you get diabetes, they say that it will not go. Only people, who have little bit of, curt, they know, tendency to not to be afraid of these people, they ask questions to them. Otherwise, they simply keep quiet. Whatever they say, they accept it. Thereby, they become slaves of allopathic medicines. We should not be like that. So, in that way, what we can do is every single day we have to make a decision. I have to learn this. Write down some of the diseases. What are all the common diseases and what is to be done? What is to be taken? Like that, each area you experiment. And also don't make a note of it. You have a diary, keep on noting down, right? So when you keep on noting down, you have some good information there, right? And then when problem is there, you just refer and then take it also. And be in touch with people who will be able to guide you. Always look for opportunities to learn, right? Have some, if you can have some books also, it will be good. There is no standard books for that, right? Of course, sometimes you get it, take an opportunity, to buy one and keep it with you. Like that, if you have, your health is, I would say that, the health is the most precious thing in life. I would say that. There is nothing, you know, even gold is nothing compared to your health. If you are really healthy, then you are the richest, I would say that. By having money, you will not be able to buy health. That is reality, I'm telling you. So you can even experiment there. When you have a health issue, you see that, your life is being drowning. You see that you are drowning as it is, right? So that way you have to give lot of importance for your health. Every single day you should learn something. To make a decision, keep a good notebook where different category you get information, write it there, put page numbers, right? And keep on adding that. Write down the number of diseases you come to know, right? And anything happen, what is the medicine you just search about, what can be taken, right? In homeopathy, same medicine will not cure, for everyone. For one person, the particular medicine will work. For another person, another medicine will work. But now what is happening is in homeopathy, they don't prescribe single medicine. They give, half a dozen medicines at a time they give. Correct? All in no low concentration, right? They give. And it works also in homeopathy. Earlier, they never used to experiment like that, right? One medicine at a time they used to do. Now it's not like that. Half a dozen medicine, sometimes 10. It really works actually. So that way, be, familiar with this type of methods also, giving combination medicines also, right? And brand also, you should know which brand works better. You should know. There are different brands, right? So know the one which works very well. No, always works. That kind of thing you should keep with your fingertips. If you can do that, then you will see that you really enjoy that, right? Your reversibility is going to be very high. I would say that it won't be 10, 20 like that. It may be 100 for you. Correct? 100 reversibility means you are really, not dependent on anybody. Correct? That's really great. I would say that. Okay. So let us meet again and explore all possibilities. Right? Right.